Hi guys, Haley here with the Post Newborn, and today we are talking about my top 3 ways to get more clients. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video to see more free content for newborn photographers. Okay guys, so one question that I get asked a lot, and one thing that photographers really want to know that they're really struggling with, is how to get new clients. In the beginning of your business, this is definitely something that you are going to be struggling with, and it's totally normal. All new businesses struggle to get new clients through their door because of a lot of reasons. They don't have a client base to recommend them yet. They don't have people that are talking about their business or saying how great they are. They don't have that reputation in the community or the experience in order to get more clients through their door easily. So I'm going to tell you my top 3 ways that I get clients into my studio, and things that have really worked for me being a newborn photographer for over 8 years. 9 years in March. We're coming up on 9, guys. Okay, so my top 3 ways I get new clients. Number 1 is, these are in no particular order, but number 1 is Facebook. Facebook and Instagram, but I tend to lean more towards Facebook. I tend to get more of my clients through Facebook. But social media is a big influence in people's lives these days, and a lot of your potential clients are on Facebook. And getting out there in front of them isn't as easy as it used to be, but it is really important, and it can be a great free marketing tool. You don't have to do ads. I do ads now to get more clients through my door. I will boost posts, and I will do a video blog with you guys about that in the future. But I do boost some posts for like $25, and it usually brings 2 or 3 new clients my way, so it's totally worth it for me. But you can also use Facebook as a free marketing source. And the ways that you can do that are to, when you first have a Facebook page, or if you haven't done this yet, go do it now. Invite all of your friends to like your Facebook page. Have your mom invite their friends, have your sister, your BFF. You can even ask your friends on Facebook now to easily invite their friends to like your page. Then make sure that you are interacting with those people, that you are posting every day, posting content to your page. And I know that might not be easy if you're first starting out. I do recommend, this is totally recommended. I tell all of my people that I mentor, I tell everyone this, that you need to be doing model calls. You need to be doing model calls. Advertise on your page, just really quick. Say, I'm looking for babies to come in. You come in, you get XXX. When I first started out, I gave away the digital files. Now I think I do 10 digital files. I usually do 10 digital files for free, and they can purchase extras if they want. Make sure to know that if you are doing model calls, not to expect to make any money. Don't expect to make any money. That's not the purpose here. You might, that's an added bonus, but most of the time you won't. Most of the time when you do model calls, if you're giving away a session and 10 digital files, that's all they're going to get, because they're looking for a deal. They can't afford you, or they just want the free stuff and to leave. And they might use another photographer who is also offering free stuff. It's totally fine. Don't expect anything from these model calls except to build your portfolio and to get to get pictures that you can be posting on social media. Get tons of pictures and post them. Use the crap out of them. They are yours to use. Make sure that your photography clients are signing a model release when you do these model calls, so that you can use these pictures. Take some videos. Set up your camera like I'm doing right now. This is on my camera. And take some videos and post them on your page. Look at me working with newborn babies. Just ham it up. Get all of the posts that you need to get, all of the content for your social media. And if 5 people reply to that model call, take them all. I say the less you do announce model calls, the better. So when I announce a model call, even for my mentoring program or my posing videos, and I have a bunch of people respond, you try to take them all. And I just contented up people. I just like, because I don't want to be posting these model calls. So if I have to do it, then I will take all of them that I can and have them, because I don't want people to be like, oh, I'll just wait till she does a model call. Oh, I'll just wait till she does this. So I'll just wait till she offers a discount. I don't want people to view that of my business. So as soon as I get the people that I want, I delete that model call off my page. Do it. Delete it off your page. Also, another way without having to do model calls is take a look at your friends list on Facebook and contact the people who are pregnant or had a newborn recently and say, hey, I would love to practice on your baby. I'll give you this and this and this, or this, and it have to be like a million things, in exchange for a signed model release. So those are some great ways to get content on your page. Also, post personal posts on your Facebook page, because that will help your audience and your potential clients to feel closer to you. And people are most likely to book someone that they trust. And posting personal content about you and your family will get your potential clients to trust you. They'll feel like they know you. When my clients come into my studio, they already feel like they know me. They talk to me about my kids, and it's kind of like startling at first, that I'm like, oh yeah, I gave that information out to you, so that's why you're talking to me about it. But yeah, it's really crazy how much they know about my family, how much they pay attention to that, and how much they already feel connected to me when they walk through my doors. Okay, so that is Facebook. And if you do that, that is a great way to get clients. And before we continue, I do want to say that some of these, like your Facebook ads, they might generate clients right away. They might. But most of the time, what we are doing, and I know it's really hard when you're first starting out, but you have to remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint. I know I hate analogies. They're so crazy. But what am I saying? I feel like an old woman on a porch. This is a marathon, not a sprint. But it really is, because when you start out a business, you're not going to have a ton of clients in the beginning. You're building the framework to have a successful business. If you have a ton of clients right now, you're not going to be able to build that framework. You're not going to be able to get better at posing. You're not going to be able to get better at business and building these marketing techniques that you will need in the future, especially if you raise prices. You need to build that framework. So right now at the beginning, that's what you're doing. You're building the framework. And these marketing strategies will be more effective down the road. Next year, you are going to see the impact of these. If you keep up with them, you're going to see the impact 10 times. It's going to be crazy, guys. So while you might get some initial clients and you might get some more people through the door, which is awesome, these are really long-term strategies that are going to pay off in this business that you want to run forever, that you want to be a successful business. Okay, so now that we have done that, that is out of the way, I'm going to talk to you about the second way, in no particular order, but number 2 of my top 3 ways to get new clients, which is, I say this to new clients. I know, I say this not to new photographers, and I was one of them. I was one where I went, yeah, why'd you say that? But it's true. And this is one of the ones that you are going to be building up, and it is going to be much more valuable in the future. And it is word of mouth. And I know when you're first starting out, you're like, I don't have any clients. How do my clients talk about me? Right? Yeah, I know. I get it. It's bleh. But it is probably I'm going to say it, the number one way I get clients now is word of mouth. Yep, that is my old clients telling other people about me. 1 out of 3 people who come into my studio will tell me, maybe even more than that, will tell me that XXX referred them to me. Oh, you did so-and-so's newborn photos, or I know you did their newborn photos. They're coming to me because they have seen my work, because their friends have used me, family members have used me, and they loved me. And they loved the work that I provided. And that kind of a recommendation is priceless. Priceless, and you don't have to pay for it because it is priceless. I say that people will come to you, and on Facebook, the personal posts, you feel like they know you, then they'll come to you more. This is the same way. If a friend is, because the personal posts make them trust you. It's the same way, because with a friend tells them that you provided great work for them, then they're going to trust you. I have people that I don't want to shoot weddings anymore, but I'm shooting 2 weddings this year because I had 2 brides contact me knowing they wanted to book me because their best friend booked me, or their sister booked me, or they were at a wedding I did, and they already had the cash money down payment in their hand when they came in to talk to me about the wedding, because they already knew, because they knew that I provided a great experience for their friend, and their friend loved me. I took them. I have 2 weddings next year. I don't really want to do weddings, but how can I say no, right? I couldn't say no. Money, whatever. It's good. But yeah, you don't realize the value of word of mouth. And the best way to build this up is to love on your clients. Just love on them so much. Even when you're doing model calls, love on them. Serve them well. Talk to them and interact with them and give them just great service. Then they're going to want to tell their friends about you. When their friend asks, hey, I'm looking for a newborn photographer, they are going to be like, hey, Haley was such a great newborn photographer. Here's a link to our gallery. She did such an amazing work. Oh my gosh, we loved working with her so much. Wow, there you go. That is going to be like a crazy, awesome recommendation from a friend. Yeah. Another fast way, so if you're doing model calls or you get people through your door, another fast way to make this work for you. I know it's a long-term thing, but if we all want to see instant results. So a way to get some more instant results is to ask your model call clients to share the images on their page. Make it a requirement in their model release. They have to share 5 pictures of their session on their page and link back to you in your Facebook and your Instagram. Make that a requirement. If you're giving them the digital files for free, or you're giving them 10 digital files for free, let them do a little work for those. Those are really good memories, and you're giving them to them for free. Yeah. I will tell my clients, I will post, when I post a new picture on Facebook, I'll be like, hey, I posted a picture on Facebook. Go like it. Feel free to share. Link back to me. That would be so great. And they do, guys, because I serve them so well and they have formed a connection with me. They will link to my page. They will share the work. They will give me credit, and they will talk me up even more. They'll be like, oh, we had such an amazing session with Haley, and she was such a great photographer. And I don't even ask them to do that. I don't. And ask your clients to leave reviews. I do that after my gallery is sent. I make sure that they received it. I send them an email and say that I would love them to leave an honest review of my business. It really helps my business, and they do, because again, I serve them well and they want to repay me with kindness. Another way, this is what I did when I first started out. I don't really have to do it anymore, is to do referral cards. So you can say, maybe give them referral cards to hand out. Maybe the person gets $25 off a session, or a free digital with their session, something like that, a free 8x10 if you're doing in-person sales. And they'll also get that if they refer the client back to you. So give them cards to hand out with their order, or when they're at the studio with you, and that's a great way to encourage them to, pass it out and put your pictures of your work on this card and all of your contact information. Okay, so the next one is, and the number 3. This might be number 3, actually. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I want to figure it out. I have a questionnaire that I send that lets clients tell me where they find me. So I'm going to tally that up in 2020 and see what happens. Which one is actually number 1, 2, 3. But the number three of the top 3 ways I get new clients is Google. Google. Most people use Google when they do not know somebody to hire for a job. So when they're looking for someone to hire for a job and they don't have anyone, they use Google. So Facebook is a way of getting yourself out there in front of them before they know they need you, pretty much. And word of mouth, having a friend is great. But if they just don't have any of that, they're going to use Google. And I think it is very important to have a strong web presence. I know that I saw on Facebook the other day, this is going to be such a long video, I'm sorry guys, but it's a lot of information, a lot of great information. I saw on Facebook the other day where a photographer, and I have no idea who she is. I really want to go back to her page because I want to investigate this further, but I have no idea who she is. I really don't. I like a lot of my people from the Pose Newborn, and I forget who it was, but she posted a thing saying, and I feel like she watches me. I feel like she does because these are my top 3 things. I feel like she's like, oh, watching me. If you're watching me, say, hey, Haley, it's me. Okay, but she posted, how do you find me? Social media, Facebook, Instagram. She worded it weird though. So this is why I wish I could go back. Like if you were searching for a business like mine, how would you find it or something? That's like really vague way to put it because first of all, you're putting it out there to people who don't need your services, who have never looked for you, and you're doing it on Facebook, guys. Come on. You're doing it on Facebook. They're going to say Facebook, and they're not even actual clients. They're going to say Facebook. Okay, so it's biased. You need a non-biased way of collecting information. I'm going to give that to you. Hold on. So she said Facebook, Google, or word of mouth. And of course, Facebook wins because you're doing the survey on Facebook. But here's another thing. Are you putting everything into Google? Are you putting everything into word of mouth, serving your clients well and getting them to refer you to other clients? Are you putting everything into social media and Facebook? Are you doing that? You have to ask yourself that first, because if you're not, if you don't have a website, if you don't have a blog or a Google business listing, and honey, no one's finding you on Google, it's not working for you. Even if you did it, it might be your number 1 way, but you're not even there. You're not even in that market. So you can't say that it's not going to work, because believe me, it works. If you do it right, it does work. It might not work as well as Facebook and word of mouth. It might not. But for a lot of people, it really does work. Google is the number 1 way people search for a business. So what I would do in 2020 is to invest in all of these methods. And honestly, they don't take that much. The Google might be the most time expensive, not money expensive. And money expensive. Okay, give it that, because you do have to buy a website and a blog. But it's worth doing. It's worth having a web presence. I wouldn't book a business without a website. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would think you were a hobbyist. I wouldn't pay that kind of money. I wouldn't be paying hundreds of dollars for a business that didn't have a web presence. I would think maybe you're a hobbyist, you're taking it seriously. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. Maybe some people would, but I would strongly consider at least getting a website for the Google. So when I have a website, I have a blog. I think blogging is the best. Websites are great. And I have a website blog combo, so it works great for me. But having a blog, I can reach so many different people, so many people from all over my area that I serve. I live in a very small town of Shepherdstown, West Virginia, where my studio is, where we are right now. And it's a very small city. And my website, I can only really market to, and Google business listing, which we'll talk about in a minute, I can only really market to Shepherdstown. That's really what shows up. People searching for a Shepherdstown, West Virginia newborn photographer. And they do not need a photographer enough to keep me in business. It's not going to keep me in business, guys. So my blog allows me to reach beyond where I am, beyond Shepherdstown, to all of the surrounding cities and all of those people who will potentially be clients of mine. It is because when I title my blog and when I do SEO, I use Yoast SEO. Yoast, Y-O-S-T, I think. I don't know. I'll tell you below what it really is called. It's Yoast, though, how it's spelled. But I used Yoast SEO, and I use it to market to all the areas around me. So wherever my client is coming from, if they're coming from Frederick, Maryland, or they're coming from Charlestown, Harper's Ferry, I will use that in my title. I will say Frederick, Maryland, newborn photographer. So now when people search Google, I'm going to come up when they search Frederick, Maryland, newborn photographer. I may not be on the first page, yeah, but I might eventually get up there to first or second page. But I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in that Google search. Whereas before I wouldn't be. So blogging really is the best way to reach clients who are searching, potential clients who are searching on Google for photographers, because you can hit multiple areas where you are from, or where you serve, multiple areas where you serve your business. Wow. Google Business. This is a great way to get instant results. We're talking about instant results, right, guys? So an instant result, if you want, is Google Business. Now, this does have a drawback because you do have to list your address in order to be on Google Business. You have to get a postcard, which in this location is not easy. I'm still working on it, guys. I still have the Google listing. I just can't edit it because I can't get a postcard. Because we don't have mail delivery in downtown Shepherdstown. So I don't know, maybe if I get it delivered and I tackle the mailman, I do not want violence against mail carriers. I just want my postcard. But if you get this postcard and you put in the number, and you will have your Google verified business, and you are going to pop up when people search in your area for a photographer. People search for a photographer in your area, you're going to be at the top because you have a Google verified business. So if you do that right away, that is a great way to get you at the top of Google. Instant results. The rest is building SEO and building people to come to your Facebook and your website and blog. And we'll talk more about SEO. SEO is very complicated. So we are approaching the 22-minute mark on this video. So we do not have the time today. But I will talk a little bit more about SEO and how you can help your website more to get you a better Google rating. We'll talk about that. But okay, guys, so those are my top 3 ways. Top 3 ways to spend your time investment into marketing this year would be Facebook, word of mouth, serving your clients well, and Google, giving an online presence in Google. And make sure that you know that you are giving your all to these 3 things before you start figuring out where's the best way to spend your time. And I said that asking people on Facebook is not a good way because you're asking them on Facebook and come on, guys, we're going to say Facebook. So how I do it, it is very important. It is very important to figure out where your clients come from. So how I do it is on my newborn questionnaire that I send to all my clients before their session. I put at the bottom the question, how did you find me? Right? That is how you're going to get the best responses. And if someone referred them, I want to know who. If somebody referred you, who referred you? Right? Where did you find me? Okay? So that is the best way to figure out where your clients are coming from. Do not ask them on a platform like Facebook or Instagram, because that is going to give you biased results. And especially don't ask people who aren't your clients. That's silly. They are not your clients. Why do you want to know they're not your clients? They didn't find you anywhere. They're going to say Facebook because they found you on Facebook. I don't know. Okay, guys. It's Saturday morning and I am crazy. You're going to see this on a Monday, but yes, it's Saturday. Came in to film because my mother was sick this week and she's doing better. But yes, I had to come in and shoot, and I'm still on Saturday morning mode, but this went pretty well for Saturday morning mode. Okay, guys, it's been 25 minutes, and I'm going to get out of here. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and like us for more free content. There's a link below to join our Facebook group for more discussions and videos and all that fun stuff. The train is here. I have to get out. No, not leave it on the train. Not today. Okay, bye guys.